Right. Welcome, everybody. I am Coach Dusty. I am your dedicated virtual coach. If you did not know that, I am accessible to you 24/7. Well, not 24/7 because I got to sleep, but around your working hours, I am available to you for all your wellness needs. And today we are going to talk about how to game plan and laying out the foundation for success. Now, we're going to have a little bit of interactive work, so I want to make sure that you have a pen and paper nearby, and this is going to benefit you overall. And then at the end, I am going to ask throughout the presentation, I am going to say game plan multiple times. And at the very end, or just at the end of the presentation, you can DM me how many times I actually say game plan within throughout this um, presentation. And if you are correct, you will be entered into a raffle. Actually, if you're correct, I'm pretty sure we are going to send you a prize regardless. So you send me the right number and you get a prize. All right, without further ado, let's get started. Yeah. So making change. Change is hard, right? No matter how we put it. Whatever your goal is, say your goal is to work out, but you don't know when, right? Choose your heart. And when I say choose your heart, waking up at 5 a.m. to work out is hard. Being motivated at the end of the day is hard, right? So, how can we set ourselves up for success? And that is what we are here to talk about. I am excited to present to you about adding a game plan into your daily life. And it doesn't have to be wellness, it could just be any goal that you have. So let's get started. Okay. The problem with change. What is the problem with change? It's hard, right? I just said it. Choose your heart. It's hard no matter which avenue, path, road you take. Change is hard, and we've got to choose our heart though to progress forward and lay out that foundation to success. So 49% of us make a New Year's resolution. You know, and after the holiday grind, all of the eating. You're ready to get back into a routine, trying to focus on yourself, your well being, your mindset, recovery, your overall wellness. So, how can we set a year around goal and make it sustainable? That is what we're here. 79% of us involve improving our health. That 79% of our goals is to better our overall wellness, whether it's mindset, recovery, movement, nutrition. Okay. Um, Out of those percentages, only 9% of us succeed. Okay. And see them through to the very end. So, how can we shift and change that percentage? Okay. Let's see. Change is commonly viewed as one of two ways. Okay. As a mountain can be complicated, challenging, and slow. So you get easily distracted, you lose motivation, you don't see the results quick enough, so you're done. You're stuck. And we don't want you there, right? So, but you also have see challenges as a hill. Okay, simple, easy, quick. Well, anything that is and worth achieving and that is going to be long and sustainable isn't going to happen. It's not going to be simple, it's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be quick, right? So we need to change our perspective. We need to change our perception of what change is. Behavior change, statistically, okay, is takes 7 weeks, 6 to 7 weeks to develop a sustainable habit. It takes 1 week to lose it. Okay, so I'm going to say that again. 7 weeks to gain it, 7 days to lose it if we do not create a structure and a routine. Okay, we need to establish a game plan. It's like a blueprint. Okay, I tell all of my clients, if we took care of ourselves and paid attention to our personal goals as much as we do our house, our car, anything, our dogs, our children, um, we would be better um, individuals in the sense of we would have better self-care. And that is what we're going to overall try to achieve today. Okay, is to come up with a game plan on how to achieve a long sustaining goal for yourself, not for anybody else. Okay. The starting line. What does that look like? Right? We have to start somewhere. Everybody does. Everybody's start line is different, and that is okay. So I want to start off with this quote. Without reflection, we go blindly on our way, creating more unattended consequences and failing to achieve anything useful. That is such a powerful message because it's true. If we are not reflecting on what we genuinely want to achieve, then we have no direction. So, on your piece of paper, I want you to write just one goal that you have for 2025 if you have not identified it already. If you have, write it down again. So, I'm going to give you a couple of seconds while you write your goal down. And if you are stuck, that is okay. Then I challenge you to take that time to reflect and identify what your goal is. Okay. Reflection is a tool to progress us. And it's great to have small reflections and large reflections, meaning for short term goals, I can reflect and be like, quickly identify. For your long term goals, you might need to reflect a little bit more to really narrow it down and dig deep and figure out what that long term goal is. Okay? So take inventory. Okay? Answer this question. Where are you now? Where are you now with your goal? And you could be nowhere. You could have just literally identified your goal, and that is okay. But you got to start somewhere, right? So we need to identify where are we at now. And I'm going to allow you to write that down. Values, motivations, actions. All of this can be within where are you now? Where are your values? Where's your motivation at to achieve this goal? Okay. And what action are you taking right now to achieve it? And again, these are just all things to reflect upon, okay, to really, really um, have 100% clarity of what the goal is and how to move forward and what is that pathway, right? Okay. What is your capacity and what does that look like? Time, okay? Time. What does your time look like? Is it limited? When? How much? I tell all my clients it's like a good tool because we're always on our phone. We always have a calendar reminder. Um, whatever works for you. I have a client that, I mean, is terrible about getting motivated. Lack motivation, and that is okay. So I told them, I was like, set an alarm on your phone that's going to resonate to your motivation, whether a song that identifies to your body, being like, it is time to meditate, or it is time to do strength training, or it is time to take a walk with my family. Whatever's going to resonate you, but set that time for yourself. Okay. Think of yourself as you need daily maintenance, like our cars, like our houses. It's a daily, I don't want you to think of it as a chore. Wellness should be fun, not forced. All aspects of wellness. Some people say fitness, but wellness is, we do a holistic approach here at Exos. So we want to think wellness is fun, not forced. We got to figure out how to make it fun for you though, because this isn't organic fun for a lot of people. Okay. It's constant work, it's constant grind. Energy, limited can be increased. Your energy might be limited, but it can get better. and we just got to figure out how to make that work for you and your schedule, right? What is your capacity with energy? Knowledge. How knowledgeable are you about your goal? So all of these factor in on how we can make it sustainable and achievable. Okay. Is your knowledge unlimited or is it limited? Do we have a quality sources? So these are all things to think about and reflect upon. Tools. What kind of tools do you have to achieve your goal and to master your game plan, right? So we got to identify the tools that you need in order to put it a part of your game plan. So equipment, apps, appropriate programs. Are they appropriate? Are they inappropriate for your goal? The finish line, right? So the finish line is what we hope to achieve throughout this race. How can we do it? So I already asked you, what is your goal, right? So we want to talk about SMART goals. When you look back at your paper and you see that goal, is it a SMART goal? And what is SMART goals? Okay. Is it specific? You answer the 5 whys: when, where, who, why, and what. Okay. And if you want to message me, I can send you all this information as well. But is it measurable? Is it real? Like, is it truly measurable as far as within your schedule? Okay. Attainable. Is it realistic? I mean, is your goal, whether it's short term, long term, is it realistic? And if it's not, then how can we make it realistic until we can make the whole entire thing fully realistic? Okay. Is it relevant? Is it relevant to you? Is it in line with your values? So we got to identify all these things. Time-based. Set a specific goal, whether it is an annual goal, a monthly goal, a quarterly goal, and don't be afraid to reward yourself. Okay. So I have a client that she sets a goal, sets a date. When she achieves it, she indulges herself in her favorite meal. So reward yourself. Show yourself some grace, but also show yourself a reward when you achieve it. If you have this favorite hat that you want to purchase, but you have no motivation to do, well, get motivated and just be like, okay, if I achieve this goal, then I get to buy this hat. So make it measurable, make it obtainable, make it realistic, specific, time-based, and reward yourself. Okay? Building your game plan. Let's talk about building your game plan. Okay. What is your game plan? Okay. Does it require daily movement? Is it training? Is it fueling, sleep, reflection, regulation? All of these areas of focus does not have to do completely with wellness. Now, is it under the wellness umbrella? Absolutely. But they can be applied to other goals as well. Okay. Lay your foundation, improve your capacity. How do we do that? Okay. Important. We have to, in order to achieve our goals, we have to require sleep, daily movement, fueling in order to have success. Now we go up the pyramid, and we training and regulation. Training for whatever your goal is, which means identifying what it is, applying the knowledge that you find out about your goal, okay? And then make it routine, make it a regulation, make it a part of your weekly, daily habits. Okay. And reflection. Okay. Sometimes our game plan doesn't go as planned. So we need to reflect on what worked and what didn't. Okay. If we achieve it, then we still need to reflect upon what we did in order to achieve and make it sustainable. So reflection is the most important because it's going to identify what you want to do and how to achieve it. Okay. Sleep. Let's talk about sleep. Okay. Of course, we aim for 8 hours. And I really had this conversation uh, with one of my clients prior to this presentation. And realistically, depending on our lifestyle and if we're parents and if the environment, um, we typically as humans only get 5 to 6 hours, but we aim for 8, right? So consistency is key. So we want to go to bed and we want to wake up every day at the same time. Ideally, okay? Does that happen? Most time, often not, right? So let's go over the 3-2-1 rule. Okay. Try 3 hours before bed and last meal. 2 hours before bed, last beverage. 1 hour, reduce lights. Now, here's the challenge. Okay. And it is a big challenge. I've tried it. I have also failed. I've also succeeded. Very hard. 30 minutes prior to bed, all electronics off. No tablets, no phone. I won't even go to the lengths of saying no TV. Very hard to do, but I challenge you to do that. And listen, reach out to me and let me know if it works or it doesn't. Just be like, that's the worst advice you've ever given me, or you know what? I had better sleep, coach. They're like, yay. All right. Daily movement. Okay. Um, and of course, your resources on the side. Increase unintentional movement. Park further away. That's easy. So find ways to achieve movement. And if that means parking further away, park further away. Okay. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Set your alarm every 15 minutes. I rewind on that. Okay. Especially if you work from home. um, Set an alarm every hour for a 10-minute break or even a 5-minute break. If you're at home, like do something else. Go outside, get some fresh air, but do something else other than what you're doing. Give yourself a reset. Allow that for you to benefit from. Okay. Increase intentional movement, walking breaks between meetings, family walks. Make it a family affair. You don't have to do this by yourself. Grab a friend, grab an accountability buddy. Dedicate mobility routines. If you're sitting at a desk, take that moment, stand up, sit down for 3 minutes. Rotate your arms, lift and lower, move your body intentionally in one way or another. Okay. It's also going to help with the aches and pains and the shortening of muscles that we have when we stay in a certain position for a lengthy period of time. So this is only going to benefit you. Okay, fueling. Fueling is important. You need to eat. You need to eat. But if we are overeaters, we need to be mindful of that, right? Create a balance. Create balanced meals. Um, do the 80-20 rule. Okay, 80% of your meal planning needs to be intentional with a balanced meal. Think colorful, proteins, vegetables, grains. Half of your plate needs to be vegetables, leaf greens. The other half is consumed of protein and grains. Okay, fuel throughout the day. It's going to help you. It's going to help you function. It's going to keep you focused, and focus on protein. It gives you energy, especially if you plan on getting active throughout the day. Okay, and that is our 20-minute presentation on game planning. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I am here. I offer, it's a part of your wellness benefit. If you have a goal and you need help with the game plan, we can meet. 15 minutes, schedule a coaching consult. I'll help you. I help you identify it. I personalize programs. But for the time being, I want you to identify a goal that you want to achieve. Use your SMART goal concept, make it specific, make it measurable, make it obtainable, make it realistic, and develop a time. Okay. And please, please reach out to me. Use your ExoSAP for resources. You have all these resources to you to benefit you and to help you achieve your goal. I am Coach Dusty, and I thank you for your time. I hope you had a great time and you learned something, or it was a great refresher and to remind you that um, that it is okay to have a goal and to have a game plan for it as a guideline and a guidance to help you achieve it. Sometimes just putting and talking about it isn't going to get you there. So create a board, a visual board that helps you achieve the goals, whether it's small or big. But no matter what, you can achieve it with hard work. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I thank you so much for your time. And this recording will be available in the next 24 hours to revisit. I will see you guys later. Thank you so much.